All right, we should be set to go. All right, did anybody have any questions on the homework or the preparation assignment, I mean?
I don't think so.
I didn't.
Okay, well, do you guys want to go ahead and just start the quiz? And
Yeah.
Sure.
all right, was it hard for you guys, Patty and Robert? Jeremy and I have already talked about it a little bit, but did you guys have any problems?
Oh, no, on the homework, I just had it. I think it's just the probability ones, like on the homework. It's like number 8 and number 10. For some reason, I'm not getting the right answer. But I think that as we go through the quiz, I'll probably see what I'm doing wrong.
Okay, well, if you don't get it,
I was doing the same thing, and then I took the homework quiz, and then it showed me having to use the applet, and then I figured out what I was doing wrong during the homework quiz. So maybe the same thing for you.
Oh, okay.
okay, well, I did the homework too. So, Robert, you've done the homework,
Yeah.
and Jeremy, you have not. Is that correct?
No, I didn't start it yet.
Okay, well, if we have, if we don't get it solved, Patty, we can certainly work through that if you want to after our quiz.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, has everybody brought up your individual quizzes? You're going to work along?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
All right. So, let's see. Question number 3.
Sorry, you guys, just 1 second. I am having some issues. Okay, let's see. I'm just going to have to pull it up on my phone. Sorry, my computer. You can go ahead and start, and I'll just...
Okay, I'll write down the answers just in case you don't catch up. So when you're there, we can just give it to you. Okay, let's see. So use the normal probability applet to find the combined area under the normal the standard normal curve that is to the right of z equals 1.358, and then to the left of z equals negative 1.358.
So that would just be the middle section then, right?
So it'd be the outside sections.
Yeah, both of the outsides together.
Okay, sorry. I read it wrong.
0.1745.
Are we supposed to round this one?
It says to 3 decimal places. So,
So
0.175, right?
Yeah, that's how I read it.
Yeah, me
Whoops.
too.
Oh, I'm sorry. I wasn't sharing my screen, was I?
That's okay.
Sorry about that, guys. I thought I was sharing all the time. All right, question 4. Actually, I can make this a little bit bigger. Okay, which of the following will have a smaller standard deviation? Okay, if 9 observations are randomly drawn from a population, which will have a smaller standard deviation. Okay, the distribution of the individual observations, the distribution of the sample means, or this cannot be determined from the information given.
I would say the sample means.
I really am not sure.
I'm not sure either.
I think it's the sample means, because isn't that kind of what we did? That's where you, instead of dividing it by the just standard deviation, you take the standard deviation divided by the number of samples.
The square root of the...
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Right. So wouldn't that is that what they're talking about here?
Yeah.
I
remember,
think they are, yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
I don't know. That's what came to my mind, but I am like maybe 50-50. I'm certainly not confident in that.
Well,
I think
two of you said you thought it was right, so we can go with that.
We'll go with that and see what happens. Okay. Which of the following results implies that the spread in this sample means decreases as the sample size increases? That's the law of large numbers, isn't it?
I think it's the law of large numbers, but
Spread and decrease.
The spread would be the standard deviation, right?
Yeah.
Like how far it is.
But didn't it talk about the central theorem in the textbook for this one? I can't remember. It
Well, yeah,
about the law.
did, but
Go ahead, Patty.
sorry, yeah, it did, but the central, that one is when it is the opposite, right?
That's
Like-
when it affects the shape of it. That's when you
Yeah,
have a
the
right
shape.
skewed, and it'll go to the sample means will be normally distributed if it's large enough, if your sample size is big enough.
Okay.
What do you think, Jeremy?
I'm trying to figure it out right now. I think it might be the large number one because as the bigger the numbers get, the standard deviation shrinks, right?
Right. You get more and more accurate. I think that's it. I think it's the law of large numbers. All right. Well, good thing we have 2 shots at this.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see. So use the following information to answer the next 4 questions. Scores on the quantitative portion of the GRE are approximately normally distributed with mean of 150.8 and a standard deviation of 8.8. All right. What is the GRE? Just out of curiosity. What are we
It's
talking
the
about?
The test
Sorry,
you
go
have to
ahead.
take to get into like master's programs.
Yeah, graduate school.
Mhm.
Oh. Okay,
Although
so it's
if
kind of
you-
like
if
the
you select the right
GMAT for...
Yeah, there's 2 different ones you can take. You can take the GRE or the GMAT, and I think the
Oh.
GRE is the easier of the 2.
Okay.
Some schools require both, but also if you find the right degree program, you don't even have to take it if you have like a 3.5.
Okay. Well, see, look how intelligent I am. Thanks, guys, for filling me in. Okay. So anyways, Diane scored 160. So what is the Z-score? All right. So is everybody just going to do it on their own first?
Yeah. Let's do
Okay.
that.
Yeah, it's just on the couch asleep. Yeah.
Okay.
What'd you get?
I got 1.045.
Yep.
That's what I got too.
Yep.
Okay.
So that'd be 1.05.
No,
Oh.
3 decimal places.
Oh,
1.0.
okay.
I was
Sorry.
good.
I was just
Right.
counting the digits. Yeah.
Okay. So what is the probability that a randomly selected student will score above 160 on the quantitative portion of the GRE?
So this is, I think these are the ones that I keep missing. So would you mind if we walk through this one together?
Okay, so this isn't a sample size. So if I remember correctly, we're just going to take that Z-score that we get on this last one. And we're just going to see what the percentage of is to get above it. Isn't that what the question was?
Yes, just punch it into the
It's in
applet.
the
and then-
applet.
Yeah, and then whatever's on the right side of it.
Okay.
So I think it's 0.148, isn't it?
I think so.
Yeah.
Okay. So number 8, a random sample of 5 students was selected to take the GRE. Their scores are this. What is the Z-score corresponding with the sample mean? All right.
The mean is 160, right? You just add them all up and divide by 5.
Yeah.
That's how you get it, is as long as you did your math right. You want me to check that?
You might want to.
I got 160 also.
Okay.
Yeah, I got also. So our mean of the sample size then is 160. What was our standard deviation? Was it 8.8?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Oh, that's why. Gosh.
Okay, I have an answer.
Give me 1 second. Sorry, I was doing it
Yeah.
wrong.
Okay.
So I don't know if this will help you guys, but I just put it in Excel, like the formula itself, and then I just change the numbers every time a new question comes up.
So you just created a quick, let's
Yeah.
see.
I just did it during the individual portion when we
Uh-huh.
need to figure out the numbers, and now I just change the numbers. So I have one for a sample mean and one for just the regular Z-score.
Oh, that's probably a lot easier.
So here's a question. Is there a way that you can just like email that to me so that I can see what it is?
Yeah.
How you do it? Is there?
Okay, so for, well, I guess I can make this separately, but. I guess I need to put in our sample.
I guess as long as I'm doing it right.
Okay, so for this one, our population mean was 150.8.
Yeah.
Sample mean was 160. Standard deviations 8.8, and we had five.
Yeah. So the
Okay.
square root of 5.
All right, so then our equation would be whoops, I probably better put that minus that. Oh my gosh. And then divided by whoops, I need the square root first. Okay, is that right?
No,
Works?
you have to type in SQRT because
Oh, you can't do the caret thing.
If you do the caret, it's squares.
Oh, it squares it. That's right. Thank you.
So you have to do parentheses and then SQRT parentheses. Yeah.
There we go. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay. Is that the same answer I got?
my
Oh, it
goodness,
is.
That's what I got. 2.337, right?
Yeah. Well, we have to round up to 2.338.
Oh yeah, round up. Oh my heavens, I did it right.
Good job. Okay, Robert, did you catch that?
Yeah.
Okay. So that would be that's a lot easier than what I've been doing on my Scribbly. That would have been a logical thing. Thanks, Jeremy.
You're welcome. And then if you just save it, all you have to do is change the numbers.
Right. Awesome. Okay. So on number 9, excuse me. Okay, what's the probability? Oh,
So we just put the z-score into the probability applet, right?
That's what I think so.
yeah, I think so.
So I got 0.0, I guess if around 10.
1010. Yeah, I think so.
0.0, yeah, okay. Can you imagine doing this homework without that probability applet?
Oh no.
Oh gosh.
Definitely not.
Okay. All right. All right, so suppose. Let's set the population.
Wouldn't it be approximately normal?
I think so because of how large the sample size is, right?
That's
Yeah.
what I was thinking.
Too.
Okay. Number 11. Okay, what is the mean of the distribution of the sample means?
It's just,
Isn't it the same?
well, if it's the distribution of the sample means, because the deviation is the thing that changes, right? It's not the mean that changes.
Right. I thought the means were the same if it's a normal normal distribution.
Because the next one's what is the standard distribution, and that's the one that won't be the stated standard distribution that they give us. That would be the one that would be changed because you do the standard distribution by the means divided by the population, but still the 3.5 would be the means. Sorry, I'm phrasing that wrong.
I agree. I mean, I think it is the 3.5. Is that what you guys think it is?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
But you have
Okay,
to
so
only one decimal place. Okay. I was just reading the question.
oh yes,
How many decimal places it was supposed to be.
you're very good at catching that. Okay, so what is the standard deviation of the distribution of the sample means?
I got 0.078.
So what is that again? That's the mean divided by the
sample. I mean, they're asking what is the...
So the standard deviation, isn't that the standard deviation divided by the square root of the...
Yeah, exactly.
So what was our standard deviation? 0.7?
I think it was 0.7.
0.7.
Yeah, 0.7. So
So 0.7 divided by 9, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
.078.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Yep, that's what I got.
Okay. Okay. Let's see. So we're down on 13 now. What is the probability that the mean GPA for 81 random will be less than 3.3? Okay.
And that's just to the left of the z-score in the probability chart?
Less than would be, yeah.
Okay.
Did you get .010?
I did not. How did you get that?
What did you get as your z-score? Let's start there.
I got
minus 2.57.
Oh, did I forget to round up?
Okay, that's what I got was negative 2.571 for the z-score.
Yeah.
I got
Okay.
negative 2.564 for my z-score.
What did you put as the equation? 3.3 minus 3.5?
Yeah.
And then 0.7 divided by the square root of 81?
Yeah.
Huh.
I know because I'm having issues with this class I'm taking because they want us to do all our calculations in Excel, and if we don't do it, if we do it on the computer, it's a little different in the decimals, and so people are getting questions wrong. So that might be just it that I didn't do it in Excel, and that's why you guys have a more true answer than I do.
What did you guys get for your z-score?
Minus 2.571.
Minus 2.571.
Yeah.
So I got negative 2.564.
That's what he said he got too.
Yeah.
That's weird.
It's because you're using Excel, and Excel is more true to the numbers as opposed to a calculator is. There's this whole thing I learned about it this week in my class that we need to start using Excel when we do our calculations so we don't get them wrong.
I see what you're saying.
This
it goes
is
so
hard
many-
though, because so I shouldn't use this for a test then.
Use what?
The way I just did it, I shouldn't use that for a test because I'm getting the wrong answer.
Did you use Excel or did you just do it by hand?
No, I just used the calculator on my computer, but I think it's linked to Excel.
You know what though? With how little of a difference that is, if you look at it, the probability is the same. Because if you're rounding to 3 decimal points, it's still .010, right?
Now, look at this, Jeremy. I had the .010, but both of them were done. We only went to the left, so it should be .005.
Oh.
Okay, that's what I got.
So yeah, they should be exactly the same regardless how you're doing it. I just had the wrong thing clicked. .0052 for yours.
And ours was .0051 for ours.
So just .005. All right. Interesting.
Sorry about that.
That's okay. It's just the computers that are weird. They're messing us up.
All right.
Yeah, I'm sure that it won't make, when you're rounding to 3 decimal points, it probably won't make a difference whether you're using Excel or a calculator.
Okay.
All right. So this one is exactly the same except for it's greater than 3.3. So all we have to do is just highlight the other sections, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
0.995.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ah. All right, our last one. All right, the United States Coast Guard assumes the mean weight of passengers in commercial boats is 185 pounds. The previous value was lower, but the raise was raised after a tragic boating accident. The standard deviation of passenger weights is 26.7. The weights of random sample of 48 boats of boat passengers were recorded. The sample mean was recorded to be 177.6 pounds. All right, find the probability that a random sample of passengers will have a weight that is as extreme or more extreme than was observed in this example. Okay, I don't even understand that.
I know.
So they want us to figure out what it is for 177.6.
Yes.
And then they want us to figure out, when they say extreme, that would be on more than
Yes,
two
that'd be heavier.
Is it two
So-
standard deviations is what they call extreme, or 3?
It looks like they want above and below. So it says either above or below the mean.
But it means a specific number.
Right, so maybe we use 185 as the mean. I don't know. Do 185 as the mean.
I would think it would be above because they want the weight limit that's heavier than that, wouldn't they? They don't care if the weight's lower, if it's above.
Well, it says in parentheses either above or below.
So,
That's
what I'm
that's what I don't
asking is, how do they define extreme? Is it 2 deviations above or below, or is it 3? Do you remember? I think it's only 2, isn't it?
Not sure.
I don't know.
Okay.
Well, let's figure out the z-score first.
Okay.
So are you using 177.6 minus 185?
Yes.
All right.
Yeah, I think so. Okay, so what did everybody get for their z-score? Have you got that yet?
Sorry, I didn't get mine yet.
Okay.
1.920.
Mm-hmm.
It'd be negative 1.920.
Yeah. Sorry, I just punched in the positive side when I say
Oh,
something.
yeah, that would work too.
So,
Oh, okay. So when they're, okay, I understand what they're saying.
because they just want people that are heavier, right?
No,
They
see,
did-
it says,
They just
Go ahead.
want, oh, go ahead.
I was just going to say, it says note as extreme or more extreme means that we are not only interested in values that are lower than the ones observed, but also the ones as far away in the positive direction. So I think you want to take both sides of it, the positive and the negative sides, and add them together.
Well, if you just, yeah, that would be this part right here, right? Isn't this both sides added together then?
Yeah, I think you need to have the negative and the positive. So you get 0.055.
That's what I am thinking.
Sounds good to me.
I don't know.
Oh, yeah, you're right. I think you're right, yeah.
That's how I interpret it, but
I see what you're saying, though, about just the heavy, but if they wouldn't have
Yeah,
put
no.
that little note in there.
Yeah. Is extreme or more extreme means that we are not, okay, I see what you were talking about there now. All right, yeah.
Okay. Patty, did you catch that one?
But then what was, sorry, because I was getting my thing pulled up. What was the answer on number 3?
0.175. Okay, so are we ready to submit? Does everybody agree with what we have for 15?
I think so.
All right, well, let's go ahead and submit it. We'll see how we did.
Well, we got 100%.
Yay, good job.
Nice.
I think this was easier than the homework was.
Yeah.
Okay, so I had to do my quiz on my phone.
Okay.
Oh, never mind. It is going. I'm like, it just didn't work, but.
Yeah, it takes forever on the phone.
Okay, yep, it worked. All right.
Okay, so do you guys want to go over the homework number 7 and 8? Do you want to do that, Patty, or did you feel like those questions were answered?
Do you know what? If one of you has time to just go over either, I think it's number 8 and number 10 that I had questions on. If even just one of you wanted to stay on and just walk through it with me, that would be
Okay,
great.
well, I can do that. So I'll go ahead and I'll stop the broadcast.
Okay.
And then just hang tight, and I think it'll keep on going.
Okay.
Just without us, so. All right. So everybody else okay?
I think so.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, well, we're just about done for this class for the week. Good job, guys.
All right.
Now, don't we have a test next week in this? Oh, yeah, next week in this class?
Yeah, we do.
Do you guys know anything about it? Have you looked or anything?
No, and I was wondering.
Go ahead.
Oh, sorry. I was just wondering if he does like any sort of a review, or if we just I don't know.
I think at the end of the on the book part of it, what am I talking about? You know what I'm talking about? On the online textbook, at the end of this lesson that we just did, I saw it says review for exam 1. Next reading, lesson 8. So I wonder if we'll go over that, or if we can just read it on our own and have it help.
Oh yeah, I can see we can start.
Have you guys looked at next week's lesson? Do we have to do 2 lessons in addition to the quiz or test? Do you guys know?
It looks like I'm looking at it right now.
I looked at it, and that's what I thought it was. But maybe one of the lessons will be the review, which would be nice.
Lesson 8 in the online text cert, it's a review for the upcoming exam.
So it looks like that whole lesson 8, even the group quiz and everything that we're doing is going to be all review.
Awesome.
And then the exam starts today. You can take it today, and it ends on October 12th.
So it'll be next Thursday?
Next Wednesday.
Wednesday?
Yeah.
Okay.
So if we meet on Tuesday, would you guys like to meet like on Monday to prepare a little bit earlier, or do you want to stick with our normal day?
I'm okay to stick with the normal day. It's up to you guys, though.
I'm fine either way.
Yeah,
I have class on Monday, so it makes it harder. But
Okay. Well, let's just stick with it, and then we can just plan on taking our test on when we get done on Tuesday or Wednesday morning. So, or Wednesday, I guess. So that
Okay.
sounds good.
All right.
All right. Well, we'll see you guys next week. Enjoy your weekend.
All right, you too.
Thanks a lot.
All righty. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.